right, Jessica, what brings you? You're from Salt Lake, right?
No, I'm from Alaska.
Oh, that's right, Alaska. Okay.
Yeah.
So tell us about Salt Lake. What's the biggest difference you see?
They don't let us be where we want to be. You know what I mean? Like, and they're kicking everybody out like everywhere, and everybody's disappearing.
Right, and there's no resources.
Yeah.
It's just like, here, figure it out.
Yeah, and like some people pull over and they'll like throw us bags of food or bags of clothes. And that's about it. You know, they let us have like one outfit a week or something like that at the waiting center.
Oh, where you can keep your stuff for?
No, they have like you can go in and get like a full outfit.
Oh.
Like once a week or something like that.
Well, at least that's nice.
Yeah,
I didn't even know about that, so that's nice.
I try to tell people.
See, and that just like that, there's not enough people spreading awareness and giving out those resources.
Or the safe haven where you can take a shower and do a load of laundry. You know what I mean? You know,
yeah.
Like, it's a walk, but it's there.
Yeah, because on top of being out here in the streets, you don't have a place that you can do all that stuff that you need to do just to feel like a human.
Yeah.
Right? Like you said, shower.
I'm constantly covered in dirt.
Yeah.
Constantly.
What brought you to Salt Lake?
My family, and then my sister stayed up there, but she was supposed to come. She was supposed to stay there, and I'm like, she came here, and I'm like, what are you doing? Like, I'm like, if I don't get out of here, I'm gonna go crazy. I gotta go back to Alaska.
How long have you been here?
Like 6-7 years. And
it's different, huh?
Yeah. Like now you can't even live in your car anymore. You know what I mean? You can't even go to the Flying J and live in your car.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean?
That's crazy. I thought they used to be able to go to Flying J's.
Yeah, no, they don't even do that no more.
That's crazy.
You can't park anywhere and live in your car. They said that anywhere you occupy a space for more than 30 minutes with your stuff, you're automatically camping, and they passed some law makes it so homeless people cannot camp.
You're not allowed to camp. I've heard that. Yeah.
I'm like, how can you determine whether I'm homeless or not? Whether or not I'm camping here, like.
Well, and where would you expect everybody to go if the state's not providing places that are accessible and not even easy to get into, but at least accessible?
And they're kicking everybody out of all this like little hidden spots where they're hiding out in their stuff, but they're not bothering anybody. You know,
right.
They're not making a mess, nothing, and they're just kicking them everybody out. I'm like, where are you pushing everybody to? You know, back onto the streets. You know what I mean?
Right. And then when you see them, you just push them further away, or you want to take them to jail.
But I think it has a lot to do with garbage, because there's a lot of garbage everywhere. I'm constantly picking it up.
Yeah.
It's everywhere. It makes me disgusted.
Well, I think, in all honesty, like you have whatever substances, right? Whatever anybody's doing, whatever their drug of choice is, alcohol, whatever. Sometimes you just be like, fuck it, throw my cigarette.
And I'm like, I had a cup, and I'm like, how do people go about that? Like, oh, I'm done my drink, please. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and that, and like,
and other people look at it like, oh, well, fuck it. Yeah, somebody will get it. Yeah.
Like people stealing from each other. People wouldn't just steal from each other. Like it would just be much easier down here. But everybody is out to get everybody.
Yep. Because there's no financial help. There's no.
I hate it here. I'm like,
services.
I hate everything about this place. Like I'll move back to Alaska where I can camp on the side of the mountain and nobody will bother me because there's a million other people camping. You know.
And it's Utah. It's a recreational state.
Yeah.
What?
I can see if they're like bothering people, you know, but.
Well, and that's
space there for someone to live. Why not let them live there?
Yeah, and what good does it do to push you away when all you need is some help and a little place to stay?
Yeah.
But everybody else.
But they kick everybody out for any reason they want to.
Yeah.
You know, your dog's too loud, like, you know.
Littlest things.
They get there in time, whatever reason, you know, that they have. They just kick people out. Then they bring in all the refugees and they make everybody back. You know, they've been waiting all these years, and now the refugees get all their houses. Like my dad was like freaking out. He's like, I waited 3 years, and then some refugees came in. They give them all the housing.
Yeah.
So now they're all still stuck, like where they were. Who knows how long? Because they're gonna keep bringing them in, you know.
And that's great that they're helping, right?
Yeah.
But like, help your community first.
Yeah,
help your citizens first.
They don't even let us sit on the sidewalk.
Exactly. Or
even
lay down.
The Mormons were singing. I'm like, this is what we need. We're all homeless. We need singing.
Yeah.
We're one puppy away from a Sarah McLachlan music video, you know. Like, and they were like, you need to block on the sidewalk. You need to get off the sidewalk. And they're like, we're like singing. We're Mormons. Like, we belong here.
We're just trying to brighten the day. Like, no.
Yeah. No, you're blocking the sidewalk, and they will make a huge fuss.
Yeah.
Like last night, there was a darker lady on the ground, older lady. There was a guy, like where that post is, and he was sleeping, and they were like bothering him. She was like looking at him. He's like, "Don't look at him." I'm like, "Who are you?" Like,
where's she supposed to look? You're causing a fucking scene.
Just rolling around, just bothering him. I'm like, she's like, "So I gotta sit by him, and then I'm okay, right? But not here, and I can't look at you." You know what I mean? Like, why are you talking to her like that?
Belittling people for no reason.
And the cops are rude too, when they show up. They're like, you know, they act like you're retarded for even making a structure where you know you shouldn't be. But it's like, where else am I supposed to go?
Where else do you go, right? Like, where else?
The one cop, I'm like, why are you being so rude to me? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just didn't understand.
What? It doesn't make any sense.
like even a little compassion might make me feel better about packing up all my shit and moving it out. You know what
Or
I mean?
give you a few minutes to get it
Yeah.
together while
Yep.
they're rushing you out. Like there's no
Oh, no, they
compassion.
come in with a giant bulldozer, just bulldoze everybody's tent. Like they bulldoze it, somebody in there.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they throw her in the garbage and everything. Well, she was all knotted out. You know, don't do drugs. But you know what I mean?
Despite
like,
that, though, don't you think
just bring
common
a bulldozer.
courtesy to just be like, hey, is anybody in here? We're
yeah,
about
just
to.
say you get stuck somewhere at night, like, oh, I'm stuck on the other side of Salt Lake, and take it back to my shit. You come back the next morning and bulldoze your whole house with everything in it.
And then all your stuff's gone, and you got to start all the way over.
All
like
over.
that right there is crisis. Like, how do you survive?
That and the stealing. Like, stop stealing from each other. Constantly stealing
Mhm.
everybody from everybody. Just
Can't
that
even
alone
look.
would fix a lot of things.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like,
you can't. Yeah, that's a hard
everybody, like,
place.
as soon as you turn your
Instead
back,
of working
it's like,
together.
Where's my stuff? You know, like, just like someone circled around once and they got everything. You know what I mean? It's like, damn.
Yeah, you're like, what? I
And I'm
swear I had a lighter.
I'm not from here. I'm from a small island. I'm like, you know, like I can't.
Because you're very open and compassionate.
Yeah,
like, here, what's mine is yours. I'll share if I
I
can.
don't understand how somebody could do something so heartless.
Yeah.
My mom's like, you're gonna have to learn, like, people are out there.
People out, not.
Like, 'cause I can't fathom that they would do that. You know?
Yep. Well, no.
You know?
In general, people are just.
Yeah.
You have good people and bad people, and then you have people that are just simply there to take advantage. And
there's a lot of people out here that are not all there.
they need more mental
And
help for sure.
They do. Just like they serve out breakfast and lunch or whatever in bags, they be serving people like some meds, like antipsychotics or
Something,
whatever
yeah.
their meds are, because they're too out of it to go to the 4th Street and pick up their meds. You know what I mean?
Well, and that's probably their last thing of thinking when they wake up. They're like, shit, fuck, I got to do something else. I got to figure it out.
Yep.
No,
and
yeah.
the drugs make it worse. You know?
Yeah. Well, you can't self-medicate on when it's other shit that you need to take care of.
Yeah. Because if they're not going crazy, they're out over there stuck in their own, you know, like.
Right.
I mean,
or doing
do
them.
it, but I just do a happy medium to where I'm high, but I'm not
losing it and not. Well, and then you're in a taking advantage situation.
But I'll do any drugs that there is. Like, you know, I don't do bath salt. Like, that's even worse. But I've tried everything. You know.
What's your drug of choice right now?
Blues.
Blues. That's really big out here.
And I heard someone be like, "Do you want some? Anybody want some black?" And I turned around. I'm like, "What?"
You're like, how many years has it been?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you're lying. Let's see it.
Well, be careful because they're starting to mix it with the trank and pressed pills. So the blues, they're pressing them with trank.
Yeah. I've seen people take 2 hits and not out. You know, I spent 2 years in county and I got out. I stayed up all night braiding my sister's hair, and I took like a couple hits of fentanyl, and I hit the pillow. My girlfriend's like, I had to Narcan you 6 times. And
Girl.
Came back and she was like, and I was like, 1 more, and then I like died again. And then she's like, maybe 1 more. She's like, can you OD on this stuff? You know?
Yeah.
And I've been doing opiates for 18 years, and I'd never even seen anybody OD before until the blues.
Yeah.
And I've seen in my own apartment, like 6 in a month. Like the paramedics are like, oh, 6 of the 6 again, and I'm just like, everybody ran away. I'm like, okay, the only one here.
And that shouldn't be normal. That should not be normal.
But to see somebody like that, ooh, you know?
Yeah.
And not the 18 years that I've done, because I usually just get my shit and go, but it's like, go where now?
Now where do you go?
Where?
And then you're stuck in the same cycle.
And then the cops come move it. The cops come move it down. Like you're saying, they're hurting us somewhere.
Yeah. Well, and it'd be different if you're out here causing problems.
Even if it's a mountain, they go and they bulldoze all that. But everybody's like, same where those people go, they have to come here.
And then you push them out of there because there's not enough room, and then you push them out of here because there's not enough room, and you don't want to see it.
I had a cop offer me a plane ticket to get out of here. Yeah, he's like, where would I hate this place. He's like, if I could buy you a plane ticket right now to leave, where would you go? I'm like, home.
You're like, I want to go home.
He's like, hey, well, let's work on that. You know, he gave me his number. I was like, but then someone else was like, yeah, I've had cops offer to. We have like that homeless thing where they'll offer, hey, get the hell out. You know what I mean?
We'll just send you somewhere else because it'll be their problem and not ours.
And now everybody's dying from the blues.
Yes, you know, be careful. Be careful.
Yeah.
Just
I am careful.
Do what you do, right?
I haven't done any all day. I'm like, it's so hot. Like,
I'm dying.
I'm like,
but no,
I can do this, you know, until it comes around.
Just be careful, you know, because I would hate to see somebody be like that.
I had my best friend, I'm like smacking the shit out of him, you know, like, like, don't do that again. You start pouring water on you, like. And
you're scared, and it ruins your
like,
shit.
Ow. I'm like, yeah, because everybody's like, smack him harder. I'm like, oh, I hate
You're like, I really don't want to.
Like, but I seen this pregnant girl, some guy was ODing, and she just like, wham, and I was like, he came to, and I was like, okay, this gotta work.
Like somehow, shock you back.
Like, it's better than everybody's like, let's Narcan him. I'm like, stop. Because they're gonna be more.
Let's
mad.
be violent first.
Yeah, they're gonna be super upset when they wake up.
Yeah.
You know.
No.
I was sick for 2 weeks after I got Narcan 7 times, and people do the nasal, and that was injection.
Oh.
It was bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can't OT on that stuff.
Do you have any advice for anybody watching, or do you want to say hi to anybody watching?
No, but don't do blues or
Don't do it.
don't do the blues.
Do what you're
Once
gonna
you
do, but be smart about it.
Over after that.
Yeah.
It takes like 2 weeks to come down on it.
Say it stays in your bones.
Yeah, it's not like black where it soaks into your muscle. It soaks into your brain, your nervous system. I tried to cut all my hair off. I ran on the street naked.
Oh, your
I
hair's
sliced
so
up my
long and
legs.
pretty.
I know. My girlfriend started cutting. I'm like, are you gonna stop me?
She's like, I don't know.
She's
What
like,
should I
"If you cut your
do?
hair, I'm gone. I'm like, oh no. But I cut my legs off. Like that shit is like soaks into your nervous system.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a whole different.
Whole different ball game.
I've called my ex, and I hate my ex. I don't know where I'm at.
Come get me, please.
Yeah, and you're the only person that's not gonna judge me right now. I'm on the corner of whatever. I don't know, but circle around to find me.
Oh,
I'm like,
man.
I'm doing that noodle thing that the ladies do on the corner. You know, most of the stuff. You know, because I'm all sick. Been sick for like days, trying to not do it. You know,
It's hard. It's hard.
And
you gotta have some hope, right? Like,
and methadone just is another thing to give it to.
Yeah.
That makes me sick.
Yeah.
So it's like, what do I do? I gotta get out of here. It's the only way to fix it. Be
Well.
somewhere where I know I can't. I mean, but even up there, like, I was paying $400 for an Oxy 80. And I moved down here and I paid $60 for another. I was like, I can make so much money up there.
Well, now that they're not there, now you got the blues, and the blues are just getting cheaper and cheaper because they're getting pressed in somebody's.
Now.
Are they?
The reason why I'm sick right now is because I only had $6, and they all want $8, and they all decided they were gonna bring up the price now.
Oh, of course, right?
Why? Gonna bring up the price. So it's supply and demand.
Yeah, they can do what they want because they have it.
You pay $10 for it.
Well, and then that creates whatever you got to do out here to get it because you can't be sick and function, especially in this lifestyle.
Yep.
Man.
Yeah, then you gotta go see your kids, and you don't. You're sick.
Yeah.
And you're fucked up.
It's just a whole cycle.
It's a bad cycle. And then you're like, you feel so down on yourself. But the more down you feel, the more down you get. You know, it doesn't get better.
And the faster you want to go use, the faster you want to get out of it. So you don't have to think about it.
They had like some water, and they like yelled at it, and then they froze it, and then they had some other water that they like told it they loved it and put it frozen. Then they like pulled it out and looked under a microscope, and the water that they yelled at was like spread out, and the other one was like crystals. They say because you're 70% water, like when you manifest like upset and you do create
that energy, yeah.
You know, it does in the water that's in your body. You know, like when it rains, it pours. Because and the only way it's getting better is if you.
Yeah.